I love it. Well, let's get right into it and let's start breaking them down. This is one of my favorite pieces. So, real estate makes it where you're not homeless. Everybody pushes back on me saying it this way, but I'm going to just give you this little bit of information. I have been homeless whenever I was younger, so I feel like I am qualified to tell you if you don't have your real estate picked out, your place that somebody can come and connect with you, you're homeless online. It makes it difficult for your perfect people to find you, believe in you, and connect with you. If you're a real business owner, I'm going to call it like Pinocchio being a real boy. If you're a real business owner, you're going to have some evidence of that. You may not start out with a giant website, but you can start out somewhere where they know you have a home, is what I'm going to call it. So your property location is important to consider. Your domain name, I'm hoping that if you have already picked your domain name, I'm not going to be like causing you any grief when I say the next part, but make sure your address is easy to spell. Sometimes we like to get creative and do things, but it makes it hard for someone to remember how to get to you with your domain address. Be careful of numbers. A lot of people, and I'll give an example from our own experience. We do an annual Hope to Hope conference. Well, guess what? Two is TO, it's not the number two, and it's not TWO. However, when somebody goes to look it up, guess what? That's three different options they can get lost at if they don't know which one it is. So learn our lesson, y'all. This is one of our things that we know that we did, is why we want to share it. And watch punctuation. I had a store years ago that had an apostrophe S. Well, that does not translate in a domain name, and it can get very confusing for someone who is looking for you. They can leave that off. They can not find you like from your address. So be very cautious when you pick out your domain name. So let's talk about your house for a minute. Your house should help you live comfortably and allow you to decorate it in style. So I am going to tell you out loud, our number one ever choice is Kajabi. The reason we are such Kajabi fans is because they are a host and a builder that is the simplest, most connected platform we have ever used. We've been with Kajabi for over 10 years, and we have helped clients in other platforms that they suffer, is what I'm going to call it. So I am definitely a Kajabi fan, just going to drop that there. When you think about your house, a lot of times you have buildings. If you think about real estate still, your buildings around your house should be useful places to store your categories of things. I store the horse feed in the barn. So think about that as a page. What category of things goes into a page? Fencing is a way to designate certain areas. So the fencing that we're talking about in this real estate is a section on a page. It's a fenced in area, it's a blocked off area where you can, designate what it is you want to be on that one section on a page. And then the flower beds. Curb appeal is everything, y'all. If you pull up to a house and they've got no pretty flowers out front, I'm always a little less likely to want to go to the door. If they've got flower beds and pretties, well, that creates the curb appeal for action. I want to get out of my car and go to the door. When I go to that door, I need a way to ring that doorbell. That is a button. A button will take you someplace. I'm sorry, it will take them someplace. It will let you know that they're there. It will let them know that you care about what they're interested in. It gives you lots of information. So don't forget the buttons. Whew, that was a lot, Jill.
Yeah, but it covers so much on how we can really organize our treeing part into the tech area. So is needed. Yeah.
So let's head on over to our next part, which is the connections, one of our